Ocasio-Cortez humiliates herself again by lashing out at parody video mocking her. By Amy Moreno for TruthFeedNews.com. Democrat socialist darling Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez just had yet another humiliating public blunder. This time she was unable to recognize an obvious satire video made about her, and instead she took it as serious and tweeted out a cringe-worthy message about how scared Republicans are of her, that they're purposely making phony videos of her. And boy, did Twitter unload on her. From the Daily Wire, socialist Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez responded to a hilarious parody video produced by CRTV that mocked her as lacking intelligence and being willing to mislead people. The video shows CRTV's Allie Beth Stuckey using selectively edited comments from Ocasio-Cortez's disastrous PBS interview in which she made anti-Semitic remarks and framing them in such a manner that Ocasio-Cortez appears to be answering questions from Stuckey. Enlightening and hard-hitting interview with socialist it girl and fellow millennial Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Ocasio-Cortez's response to the video was arguably an even bigger deal.
For this job, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Do you have any experience that qualifies you for this job?
I was growing up during the Clinton era, and then basically when I was in middle school, 9/11 happened.
Do you have any knowledge whatsoever about how our political system works? Yikes. Does that make you a little bit nervous? Put socialism into your own words.
Unprecedented concentration of wealth at the very tippy top of the 1%.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised to hear you admit that. It sounds like what's going on in socialist Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about what's going on in Venezuela?
Just an increasing crisis of humanitarian condition. And to me, it would just be completely unacceptable if that happened on our shores.
Well, couldn't that happen here if we adopted socialism?
It's hard to say what direction that takes. I am not the expert on geopolitics.
Didn't you major in international relations in college?
Middle Eastern politics is not exactly at my kitchen table every night.
Venezuela is not in the Middle East.
I may not use the right words.
How do you respond to the people who say that socialism has never worked?
Capitalism was the most efficient and best economy, perhaps.
Abject poverty is at the lowest level it's ever been because of capitalism.
Well, I think the numbers that you just talked about is part of the problem.
I don't understand. So what do you hope to accomplish when you're in Congress?
This is a really good question.
So what is it?
I just think that that's the wrong question.
Okay. So why should voters vote for you?
You vote. It's democratic.
Well, this has been enlightening. Thank you so much for coming on.
Well, Ocasio-Cortez's response to the video was arguably an even bigger deal than the video itself because it shows that she is either completely clueless when it comes to recognizing satire or is comfortably lying to her followers. Republicans are so scared of me that they are faking videos and presenting them as real on Facebook because they can't deal with reality anymore. Here's one bona fide truth. Election day is November 6th. Shane Goldmacher, whatever, this faked interview of Ocasio 2018 by CRTV has nearly 1 million views on Facebook. It is less than 24 hours. Interview didn't happen. It takes clips from Margaret Hoover's show and edits in faux questions, not labeled satire other than a funny emoji. Ocasio Cortez response to the video drew widespread mockery from nearly all corners of social media. If you thought this video was anything other than an obvious troll, then you're a dumb what, who shouldn't be running for office. This statement means one of two things. If you actually think conservative Milen's satirical video is real, and two, you know it's satire, but you're feigning ignorance to rile up your base, both of which are a bad look for you. Okay, where she gets mad here. No one is scared of you. You've exposed yourself countless times. No one is scared of you. Mark Dice here. Liberals can't understand jokes. They're that miserable. And he's laughing. This is some next level self-pawning by Ocasio 2018. I mean, you have to be really, really, really stupid not to know it was a fake satirical piece, but you do pay into an org that has leaders actively advocating for communism. So, Dan Bongino, funniest thing I've seen all day. The same lib who claims they're smart enough to run the economy and the healthcare and education systems are complaining because this obviously satirical clip isn't labeled satire. If you have a functioning brain cell, you can tell this is satire. Robert Mackey here, that Bongino tweets, manipulated video to create entirely fake interview presented as real by verified account here and on Facebook, where it has over 1.1 million views in less than 24 hours. Yeah, you can tell it's a funny clip. But I didn't actually think it was funny personally. I just thought it was like basically who she was in a sense. I mean, you can tell it's a clip put together just so, but it basically sums her up in a nutshell, to tell you the truth. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.